Welcome to the cafe. Hey guys, what's up? It's Carolyn, and welcome to December. First of all, you made it. You made it to December, the last month of the year. Now, I don't know what you've been through this year. I don't know what struggles you have faced, what things you are currently facing, or what you had to overcome. But the fact remains, you made it. And just know that whether you got here broken, overwhelmed, tired, or maybe 2023 was like the best year of your life. However, you arrived to December, you made it. Congratulations. And just know that the last season of your life, this season of your life, will not be wasted. God can use it for his glory, God can use it for your benefit. And I'm just happy that you're here at the cafe and we're all celebrating the fact that we made it to the last month of the year together. So, congratulations and thank you for visiting. So, full transparency, I have no idea what my microphone is on right now, but it's popping like Lil Mama's lip gloss and not in a good way. So, bear with me. I'm definitely going to fix it, but I just have to figure it out. So, hopefully, it's not too bad. But thank you guys for listening anyway. So, all right, guys, let's get into this green tea. Okay. Listen, the kettle's on. I poured you a nice cup. Let's get into it. So, literally yesterday, I ran into the story on, my favorite news outlet, goodnewsnetwork.org. And I ran across this amazing story about this judge. His name is John Phillips. And pretty much, John Phillips was putting young people in jail, like a lot. Like, he just kept having to sentence them for like, from, small things like behavioral issues to like very large and serious situations. But anyway, in about the year 2000, he pretty much got sick of doing that and he wanted to become a part of the solution. And he started something called Rancho Cello. And this is in California. And basically, he tries to transform the lives of low income, at risk youth. And this is in a town called Salinas in California. So basically, goodnewsnetwork.org pretty much says that this is a vocational training facility, culinary academy, a private school that only works with at risk youth or youth living below the poverty line of $19,000 a year for a family of four. Rancho Cello would be out frequently passing by high schools, county jails, juvenile detention centers, homeless shelters, and foster homes, always asking if it were possible to take in the worst of the worst, hoping to interrupt the course of these young lives and turn them toward a brighter future. Rancho Cello has a lot of programs such as vintage car repair, carpentry, construction, and beekeeping, and a lot of other things. And pretty much they took that turn of seeking out um these certain youths in trouble in 2015. So before they were pretty much just allow people to find them and I'm sure suggest because they had a whole board of people like judges and doctors and things like that. But in 2015, the crime rate in California pretty much shot up, and there was a lot of underage like murders going on. So they pretty much went out and sought these at-risk youth and welcomed them into their program, and it's still running today. And I love it because in I grew up in an inner city. I grew up in Philadelphia, and there are a lot of youth that are involved with things that are just harmful to their well-being, to their future. And it takes people like this judge, John Phillips, to see something worth saving in them. And I couldn't agree more to not give up and try to transform their lives. So if you're interested, you can go to ranchocelloyc.org and just check it out for yourselves. I thought this was some piping hot tea. All right, guys. So, speaking of piping hot, let's get into this cappuccino. So, my cappuccino this week has definitely and totally been my hair. So, I am embarking on a heatless year facing 2024. I'm not gonna apply any heat to my hair because the last I don't even know what was this last month. Last month I took my hair out because I put it in braids, right? Um, but before then I had straightened it, and I only straightened my hair like the most in the past 5 years, twice a year. And one of those years was because I had to constantly go to like weddings or like certain things or whatever. But anyway, I took my hair out from pressing it in August, and my bang section looked insane. Like it was crazy. So I cut off the heat damage part, and I mean it's still I think like a little bit below my nose, but the point is like no, we're not going to do this. I worked too hard. I prayed too long. I've taken care of my hair for a long time, and heat damage will not get the best of me. So, I decided to cut my bangs, literally cut my losses. And now I'm like, okay, I'm done with the heat because my hair has grown so much and I'm not going to risk that for anything. So, yeah, 2024, I'm going in without heat. And it's not something that I haven't done before, but I haven't done it probably since 2020. 2020 is when I started like blow drying my hair. So, it's been 3 years. But anyway, now I'm starting like these perm rods and just like these different things that I can do that I can still be versatile without putting so much heat on my hair. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I did my perm rods yesterday. I still have yet to take them out. So hopefully they came out cute, but I'll totally like post a picture on my Instagram at with love Carolyn if you want to check it out. So you guys can see how this went for me. But anyway, that was my cap. We're gonna end this with my espresso. So I think my espresso today, for just the encouragement of the people, is to keep going. Guys, I literally had no idea that um how I would feel about doing this podcast. And I can say I'm super duper I'm excited still about it, and I love and honestly, the struggle has been making sure that I stay consistent with my schedule. Cause like, I plan on Wednesdays or Thursdays, but sometimes it doesn't get out to Friday. So, like, for 2024, I'm going to be more, uh, I guess, disciplined on, like, the actual time I wanna put out an episode. So yeah, that's the only thing. It's definitely harder than I thought it would be, but it's also much more enjoyable. So yeah, my espresso for you today is don't give up on something that you want to do, even if it's hard, even if you have to keep going at it, because you're gonna strike gold at some point, and you're gonna learn so many lessons along the way. And really, you don't do things for approval, you do things from God's approval. And I feel like that God put a lot of things in me to share. And so that's the confidence that I have to go in with every day, just in life, but also like just when I'm doing this podcast to remind myself that I do have something valuable to share. And God put those things in me. And so I'm going to share them. So, yeah, that is my espresso for you today. Also, I got that quote from Darius Daniels. He's the bomb. All right, guys. So, as we all know, it's Friday. It's the first day of December. What are you guys excited for? Like, what are you guys excited for coming up this month? My favorite holiday of all time is Christmas. I love Christmas. I love the family, the familial aspect of Christmas. It's my favorite because anyone that knows me knows that I am a very family oriented person, and I love spending time with my family. We sing, we pray, we eat. That's the best part when you eat because listen, you can fellowship and throw down. Cause listen, you know, food is really important when it comes to fellowship. Why you think in the Bible with all those feasts they were required to eat? Huh? Say I'm wrong. When you think about a festival or something back in the day in Jerusalem and Israel, they always had a barbecue or something. They always had to put the lamb on the grill. Like food seals the deal. I'm telling y'all. So it's literally my favorite part, getting around my family and, eating and throwing down and just, going over old memories and getting to know people that you probably haven't talked to since the beginning of the year, catching up on the lives of people that you love. I just love it. I love it. I'm such a Christmas babe. I love it. And speaking of that, listen, my favorite holiday movies, well, Holiday Network. Yes, I am one of those lifetime Countdown to Christmas, Holiday in the End watchers. I love Lifetime movies. Hallmark has my heart. Like, I'm into it, especially in July when they do Christmas in July. I watch that. But yeah, it's such a comforting thing to me, especially because my great aunt Maine, she literally knows the actors in the Hallmark movies. Like, she put me on to that. But yeah, that's my favorite thing to do, watch Christmas movies. I think my top 5 would literally have to be, so Elf, obviously, it's hilarious, and who doesn't love Will Ferrell? The Preacher's Wife, because I love the Lord. Like, Whitney, like, come on. The Grinch, obviously, holiday classic. Santa Claus 1 and 2. I have to be able, if I can't watch both of them, I'm not watching them. I love Santa Claus 1 and 2. Christmas with the Cranks. Yes, so funny. Home Alone 1 and 2. Past 1 and 2 miss me with that, but Home Alone 1 and 2 absolutely. Um and then obviously, I mean, this is more than 5, but obviously the Polar Express, and I know that's more of like a new one, but I love the Polar Express. But especially the Grinch. I don't even think I have a favorite Christmas movie. I just enjoy Christmas movies in general. Um, and of course anything that's on the Hallmark channel, like the Princess Switch and oh, I like Jingle Jangle too. That was a really good holiday film. So, yeah, Christmas movies. What is your favorite Christmas movie? So I have to admit that I am a majority like a 70s Christmas music person because I grew up around that music, my grandparents. So, yeah, that's the majority of my Christmas music in terms of like the Temptations, the Whispers, the Emotions, people like that, Jackson 5, for example. But I cannot go a single Christmas without Luther. First of all, Luther, every year, every Christmas, I hear the people. Listen, how do you wake up within 2 weeks of Christmas and not play every year, every Christmas? I'll wait. How? This is Christmas, the mistletoe jam. I mean, this is like, come on. He's a staple in my household for Christmas. Obviously, Nat King Cole. You can play his whole King of Christmas album and feel like that warm by the fire vibe. Um, James Brown. Well, the song that we do listen to for James Brown is Santa Claus Goes Straight to the Ghetto. That thing, like, we have to listen to it. But yeah, listen, my favorite. Okay, I don't know. I don't like to claim a favorite Christmas song because I enjoy so many of them. But the one that I listen to multiple is Every Year, Every Christmas. And then Everything for Christmas by the Temptations. Listen, I've got, don't make me sing it. Don't make me sing it on here. I mean, it is my cafe. I will. But yeah, Everything for Christmas. This Christmas, obviously, Silent Night. It's just, the list goes on. And the Whispers, Happy Holidays. How do you not play that 3 times? Oh my gosh, there are just so many great classic Christmas songs. Eartha Kitt, Santa Baby. There's so many. And you know what? Honorable mention to Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and I love Celine Dion's Christmas. Like, first of all, she has one of the best voices ever. So her and Andre Brucelli on The Prayer, don't call me about that. Like, don't call me about that. That is literally one of the best Christmas songs ever, and one of the most festive besides Mariah Carey is Brenda Lee, "Rockin' Around." So, yeah. What about your Christmas? What does your Christmas playlist sound like? Oh, and you know what? 90s Christmas is definitely a staple too, because I have to listen to Let It Snow. I absolutely have to. Um, and Mariah Carey, duh, All I Want for Christmas Is You, yeah. But for the most part, what do you guys listen to on Christmas? What era does your family listen to? Just let me know. It's such an exciting time. Um, and I know that the holidays can be hard for those of us who are missing family members. I lost my grandmother like a few years ago, and it is still hard, even though it's been a few years now. She was the matriarch of our family, and, every Christmas, one of my uncles makes a speech about just us keeping her legacy of love alive in our family. And we reminisce about her just as a family a lot because she just meant so much to us. So, I just want to, I guess, start this December off by number one, honoring all the things that my great grandmother taught me about kindness, about love, and about family and about keeping God first, So she instilled a lot of amazing core values in my family. And Christmas is one of those times where we all get to reminisce about those things together. And as you guys know by now, not everyone experiences the holidays the same way. So I encourage you guys to reach out to somebody that wouldn't normally reach out to. Give a random gift to maybe that one person at your job that never seems to smile. Or, if you have it, give to a family in need to make somebody smile this holiday season because unfortunately, everyone's not fortunate enough to have like a whole bunch of family around. There is family tension, there's financial stress. I mean, I'm sure everyone can relate to that. There is comparison, which is the thief of joy. So, listen, don't compare your holiday to anyone else's. And if you need to forgive. And please, please don't isolate yourself this holiday season. Even if you're not at the best place with your family right now, find a level-headed friend. I'm sure they would love to host you for the holidays. You never know. Sometimes we just have to ask for help when we need it. And for those of us struggling with like comparison or just like, we're so inundated with like the negative things that are going on with life, I challenge you to invite gratitude into your thinking space. As you guys know, I'm a Christian. If the stats are correct, most of my listeners are Christians too. So shout out to you. But you guys know that um thinking is like essential to our well-being because it affects, like, the thoughts that go into our hearts. It affects how we navigate the world, how we see the world, how we interact with ourselves and others. So if we can invite gratitude into our thinking space and replace negative thinking, we can have a better outcome. Because it is my belief, and I know that the Bible says that as a man thinketh, so is he. So obviously, when we adopt better and healthier mindsets and thinking practices, we experience life so much different than we do when we are inundated with our worries and with comparison and with anxiety. So let's think better. I know it's hard to ask for help. I know it's hard to seem like the quote unquote weak friend or whatever, but it is my belief that God did not intend for us to walk out this life alone. So, I mean, reach out to that level headed friend, your favorite cousin, whatever, and just seek community. Don't spend the holidays isolated. And how about this? Don't try to be perfect. Don't worry about what your neighbors are doing or what your friend is doing. Do what you can in your capacity and be grateful for it because somebody wishes that they can do what you can do for the holidays or that they have what you have for the holidays. And I'm sure that your family and friends will be grateful for any gift that you can give them because it's from you. And when people love you and care about you, when it's from your heart, they appreciate it and they know that if you could give them the world, you would. So give within your capacity and don't worry about it. Next year, you may be able to have exactly what you need to give as much as you want to people. But right now, if that's all you can do, they're going to be thankful because it's coming from you. And also, I want to offer that there are a lot of for those of us that may be grieving during the holidays, as I mentioned, like my grandmother died, so I literally can relate to that one person missing. There are so many um counseling and therapy programs available online, betterhelp.com, for example. So don't go grieving or just dealing with maybe even another type of loss or another type of tension or unforgiveness by yourself. Get help and just seek healing for yourself too. So, whether you're keeping it simple or going all out or traveling or whatever, I mean, we go all out in my house, but that's just the culture of my house. Maybe you have different standards at your house, and that's okay. All in all, I hope everyone makes the best out of this holiday. Appreciate what you have. And just know that God can multiply what's already in your hands. So it's okay and it's not shameful to operate within your capacity. And trust God that He never failed and He won't start with you. So I pray everybody has an amazing holiday. And thank you for visiting the cafe. Don't forget to rate, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share with the friends and follow me on Instagram at with love underscore Carolyn. Thank you so much for visiting. I'll see you next time.